What I'm going to show you guys today is how we're preparing, at least for this institution, and how our chief of critical care is struggling to deal with the things that we're about to face. We're preparing for a surge while New York is in deep right now, and other cities are facing a major outbreak. So we have to do whatever we can to protect Houston and our people. So what's going on in your mind right now?
What is going on in my mind right now is scaling a response to 150 ventilators. So taking care of 150 COVID-19 patients on ventilators. That's what's going on in my mind right now. Number two is how to keep the staff safe and how to keep the staff healthy. Being that everybody is concerned who intubates, that's the highest risk for these patients is intubation. So as an institution, we have recommended PAPR for intubations, okay? So that's why we're here.
Burning, chemical, biological, radiology, and nuclear usage. So it covers you in everything. The one on here, this straps around your waist. These batteries are designed to go for 8 hours. This tucks inside the suit. This is what keeps you completely enclosed. Your hose connects here. Simple. Now these are your suits.
There's already contamination everywhere. You said somebody's in there bagging the patient. I don't get it. What are we accomplishing with this?
The recommendation is to not bag the patient.
Yeah.
The recommendation is to not bag the patient.
What if they're
to use
dying?
100% non-rebreather if we can. But look, in a crash situation like I was faced with the other night with someone who just arrived via ambulance and who was crashing in front of me, we did not actually have very much time to do much of anything, though I intubated the patient with the protocol I just mentioned, okay? So that's sort of your backup. That's the minimum.
At all the units that you're going to keep these patients, so we're never going to run out of supplies.
The challenge here is all the things we don't do as doctors, all the things we have not trained in as doctors, all the things we don't have experience in. So supply chain. How do we get our PPE to the bedside? Setting up units from scratch in spaces not designed for that. HEPA filters, line of sight to the patient, continual L2-SAT monitoring, telemetry, staffing models, in a highly dynamic environment. Staffing models for doctors, therapists, nurses, managing the message. These are things that we don't do. The key is airway safety, minimize the number of people, and we're asking codes in the ICU to be done with the ICU team and not with the code team.
So, having worked in this unit for about a week and kind of ran into codes, I think that some of that process we may have to relook at. Like today, we had someone coded for about an hour off and on. After like 20-30 minutes having that heavy stuff on, it's just not possible to stay in there, and the people who are doing the CPR were getting really tired.
Our pain points, I think, are logistics and supplies. So our pain points are going to be specific supplies like N95 masks and supply chain to get the stuff at the bedside, particularly PPE. So it looks like there's going to be a shortage of N95s. So I'm thinking about the different levels of response to that. So where do we get more? How do we reuse the ones we have? How do we message this very concerning development to our staff? That's what I'm thinking. I'm the chief of critical care, but as I always say, I'm more labor than management.